In this lesson, you will learn how to say how are you in Korean, literally meaning what are you doing or what's up. So it's going to be how are you part 2. 안녕하세요, 아루사입니다. Hi, this is 아루사. So when you visit somebody or when you call someone, you say, hi, how are you? That's the combo expression, right? But in Korean, we usually say, 안녕, 뭐해? Literally meaning, hi, what are you doing? Or what's up? So we're gonna learn 8 different expressions which people usually say for how are you question. After this lesson, you will have no problem answering how are you question in Korean. Let's learn how are you question first. 뭐해? 뭐, which means what? 해, meaning do. 뭐해? What are you doing? 뭐해? Very simple, isn't it? Well, if you want to be lazy, then you can also say 뭐해? 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 To make it a formal expression, as you know, just add 요. 뭐해요? 뭐해요? But you know what? Sometimes we have a lazy tongue, so we just say 뭐해요? 뭐 is the correct pronunciation. But usually we just say 뭐해? 뭐해? Or 뭐해? It sounds a little cuter by saying 뭐해? 뭐해? No, that's just my personal feeling to it. 뭐해요? 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 They all work. Now the answers, the familiar one first. 밥 먹어. We already practiced 밥 before, right? So 밥 means cooked rice. Also, it means a meal. So by saying 밥 먹어, it means I'm having a meal. 밥 먹어. Rice, eating. In Korean, we usually omit the subject, unlike other languages. So you wonder, then how do you know who's eating something? Well, it's just obvious. You're talking to your friend or family, right? So what are you doing? Eating a meal? It's me, of course, right? So we don't really say the subject usually. So 나 밥 먹어, of course, but we never say 나 밥 먹어. We say 밥 먹어. To make it a formal expression, add 요. 밥 먹어요. 밥 먹어요. 밥 먹어요. 밥 먹어요. You know what? There's just one amazing thing when you learn Korean. So this expression 밥 먹어, it can mean I eat a meal or I am eating a meal. It can also mean like command and question. By raising the last sound, 밥 먹어, it can be a question. 밥 먹어? 밥 먹어. 밥 먹어? Now, if you say this way, 밥 먹어, it means eat a meal. Very convenient, isn't it? Yoo-hoo! Next one. 지금 일해. 지금 means now. 일해, working. 지금 일해. 나 지금 일해. Yeah. Or usually we say without the subject, 지금 일해. Or without 지금, just say 일해. 뭐하니? 일해. Cool? Alright, now 일해요. Like I told you earlier, it can also be a question and a command. 지금 일해? 지금 일해요? Question. 일해. Sounds very strict, right? 일해. 일해요. Maybe, I don't know, your parents or your boss could say that. Sounds a little bit authoritarian, huh? One thing to remember here, in Korean, to make verb form with a noun, we put 해. The base verb is 하다. So 일해, well, when you break it down, 일, work, plus 해, do. So the next expression is 공부해. 공부, study. 해, do. 공부해. 운동해. 운동, exercise. 해, do. I'm doing exercise. 운동해. 운동해. Sometimes you don't want to let that person know what you're doing. Then you can just say 뭐 해? Remember what 뭐 is? What is it? Have you been staying focused? 뭐 means what, right? So I'm doing what? I'm doing something. That's what it means. 뭐 해? I'm doing something. Of course, 뭐 해 means what are you doing? 뭐 해요? Formal way of asking what are you doing. Next expression. 쉬고 있어. Oh, last night I was so tired working overtime until 1 a.m. So now I'm taking a break. 쉬고 있어. 쉬고 있어. 쉬고 있어. I'm taking a rest. Question? Let's make a question. How do you say that? Yeah. 쉬고 있어? Are you taking a break? Are you taking a rest? Now, command. Well, let's say you worked overtime yesterday. So your boss says, hey, you need to take a break. So, 쉬고 있어. 쉬고 있어. Ooh, sounds great, huh? But nobody actually says that. Next expression. TV 봐. TV 봐. TV, which is television. TV, right? Do you remember? I mentioned it in the consonant lesson. In Korean, we do not have the V, F, and R sound. So TV, we don't say that, but change V sound to B, so it becomes TB. TV 봐. So here again, I'm watching TV, so 봐 means watching. The base verb is 보다. But here, we want to be a little lazy, then we just say 봐. TV 봐. Yeah, nobody actually says TV 봐. it just takes a little energy, right? We say TV 봐. TV 봐. Now, could you make a question with TV 봐? How do you say? TV 봐? Are you watching TV? TV 봐? Now, let's say someone is bugging you. You have to stay focused on something, but then, well, you need to tell the person, go watch TV. How do you say that? Yes, TV 봐. 가서 TV 봐. Go watch TV. Now, the last expression. 어디 가고 있어? I'm going somewhere. 어디, which means where. 가고 있어, going. I'm going where, but actually I'm going somewhere would be the right English expression, right? So I'm going somewhere. 어디 가고 있어? Now, question form, how do you say it? Speak a little louder, please. Yes. 어디 가고 있어? Simply, 어디 가? Yes, that's how you make a statement and also a question, a command. Very easy Korean so far. So guys, what are you doing now? 뭐 해? And then you can say, I'm studying Korean. 공부해. Now I'm gonna give you a question. What are you doing? Of course, you need to answer in Korean. You are learning Korean now, right? Learning Korean or studying Korean. So earlier you learned the expression 공부해, which means studying. So we need to learn the expression 한국어, which means Korean. 한국어, 한국어, 한국어. What are you doing? I'm studying Korean. Okay, let's practice this. 뭐 해? Did you say that right? One more time. 뭐 해? 한국어 공부해. Good, very good. Now, what is the Korean writing system called? 한글, right? I'm studying 한글. How do you say that? Yes. 한글 공부해. Now, let's practice this. 뭐 해? Fighting. Although fighting or whiting is broken English, also known as Konglish, it's been used so long by Korean people. Actually, it was added to Oxford English Dictionary maybe last year or 2 years ago. Fighting, fighting, whiting, meaning way to go, you can do it, to cheer somebody up. So today's lesson, 뭐해요? blah blah 해 or blah blah 해요. We say this every day with friends or coworkers, family. Please practice this until you feel comfortable speaking, alright? Practice makes perfect, as you know. I'm your Korean speaking partner, so sometimes I will kind of bug you to see if you're practicing it enough, alright? I think that's my job. 오늘도 잘했어요. You did a great job today. See you next time. 안녕. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and continue learning Korean with me, please hit the buttons. 구독, 좋아요. 감사합니다.